Hello, responsible day traders or aspiring responsible day traders. We know it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a little time and practice and really getting to know the market and what we're looking for. Today was a really interesting day. I got to spend some time with one of my students. A lot of our conversation was through WhatsApp, so I really did forget that I was recording a lot of the time while we were talking, and just you hear a lot of our candid responses between one another when the market was running live. One of my favorite parts is where he tells me that he didn't think he'd be able to do it without responsible day trading. That makes my heart just swell with joy for him, because I know that very, very soon here, within the next couple of weeks, he's going to full-time trading. And because we're a little candid in this, there was maybe a little bit of cussing. I may have left a word or two in there, but I pretty much cut most of it out. I would like you to hear to what he has to say. It's a little quiet, so I tried to turn the volume up once I realized that he was actually recorded. Jason, love you. Hope you don't mind that I put you in my video. Let's talk just a moment before we get into the video about what we saw happening today. So let me bring this up. I'm just going to go ahead and bring up my 233 tick chart because it's got everything on here that we'll be able to go through. I took a short, was a little bit early on it, and you can see when, I'm sorry, it was a little bit late on it from back here, a little bit early if I come from here. Recognize that pretty quick, lost 2 ticks on that one. Took the next short and took the first exit at a point, I believe, yes, and the next one was at a break even. Now, I was moving my risk a little bit faster today, and you can see that we talk a lot about moving that risk and really having that risk at a point where we're managing it just a little bit differently. I'm gonna make this a little bigger so we can see everything just a little bit closer up. We're managing everything just a little bit differently because of the way that the market's moving. It's not making these huge giant moves. It did earlier, but I wasn't available for that. So as this is moving along, took that point, lost just the commissions off of this one. The next one was a long trade, and I was really managing this one pretty tightly. So the first exit was 1.25. The next exit was 2 ticks. And then it comes back and it pulls back up into an area where I had been anticipating a bounce pretty much the whole time, and you can see that it was right there. Didn't quite make it all the way up to that area, but was really something that I was looking for to happen. It gave me my signals. It told me what I needed to know in order to take the short trade. I took the first exit just based off really the area. So I didn't let any of my trades run to the full potential today. I was really micromanaging them. So got out of this one and then took this one with a little bit of a profit. So we got a point and a 1.5. I did see the possibilities for another short trade here, did not take it, and really just was done by this point. So you can go through this, you can see there's a lot of opportunities. You can hear Jason and I discussing the fact that we did take a lot of the same trades, maybe not the same bars, but the same anticipations. So learning how to read these markets properly, learning how to flow with it, even though it may be going against what you were initially taught, because sometimes we gotta buck the system a little bit. There were times when I was taking long trades, like right in here, when you would particularly be looking for short trades, and it wasn't giving those, it was giving the opportunities in the opposite direction. This is also another place where you would not be looking for a short trade, you would be looking for a long trade had you really listened to what some of these other companies were telling you. So I'm going to wrap this up. I don't want to be too long because the video is a little longer than usual. Please watch it all. Please let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to go to responsibledaytrading.com. You can check out the course there. You can look through and even set up the charts if you like the way my charts are set up. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I just started. I'm not a big tweeter, but I guess that's something I can get a little bit more into. So you can go and check out. We have a Facebook group, Responsible Day Trading with Motivated Trader. So any place that you go usually, you can find me there, and you can hunt me down and ask me for help there too. I'd be happy to help you. So now we're gonna end this video. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I look forward to catching you on the profitable side, my friends. Whew, I would say good morning, but it's more like getting along to afternoon. I slept in a little bit today, longer than planned. I think my body needed it. Man, look at what's happened. Whew. Nice pull-up, signals for the short, lovely signals for the short here and here. Oh, I want to get in on this. Let's watch this push back up a little bit higher, maybe back into here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and close this out and look for the next entry, because this is showing signs that it's going to push back. I'm just going to wait. If it goes down from here, it's alright. It really can still push back a little bit further. What I'm keeping in sight right now is where we're at, but we do have the possibility to break through that area. It's not following through here. Go and take that one out. Hit and close here, which got me right at a break even, I think. I'm not trusting this one because of what I'm seeing here. Been talking with a student about the way this looks in the MACDs compared to the way this looks in the MACDs, and the difference is the EMAs. The EMAs were flat here, they're stronger here, but now we've got these two spaces right in here, and I'm just going to pull. I want that one to stay, but I want this one too. I almost want to take it long. Don't have too far to expect it to go. Give it a shot. I don't know that I'll wait for it to go all the way up there. I like the way this is popping. A little bit of a mini wedge. I'll pull this in a little bit. And if this stays on the little bit of a mini wedge, I don't want it to go back below here, so I'll pull that up just a bit. This would normally be a spot to take a short, but we've got a lot pushing this to the upside. Okay, right into that next resistance area. Going down just a wee bit there. See if it goes up from here. I'm even going to give it a tick in profit. I am moving my risk much faster than I would normally move it because I'm micromanaging this. I'm going to go ahead and take this out with just a couple ticks. Yeah. And it pulled all the way back down and touched my stop. So this is a different way of trading than I'm really used to for myself. Just knowing that there's not a lot of room to run. And when we're going against the stronger move, the bigger move, the first slowdown is my exit. Because where could it pull down to? It could pull down to, I could pull all the way back down here and push up, or just keep going to the downside. So using these tiny little areas of support and resistance aren't quite as valid as we use the big ones. It's cute though, huh? And you do have to manage things differently depending on the strength of the market. If you've got a big, strong push, moving things like something like this, moving them behind the little areas is fine because it's just pushing and pushing and pushing. But whenever we're starting to show the weaker moves, you're going to either have to trust it to go a long ways and leave your stop, or you micromanage it. 10946 is showing that this should still push up a little bit higher. It had a strong push down, weak retracement, even though it's a very long weak retracement. And let's keep pushing down. Hell, let's go down to the low from this morning, yesterday morning. Let's see, around 45. But if I look at my 10946, you know, I got that higher pivot happening in that main lower pivot. So it's kind of, it's in that stuck place, I guess you could say. So I saw the long that happened 11:19, so like about 10 minutes ago when it pulled back and popped up. Just wasn't prepared for it, and it could have been taken easily. Now it's reaching this resistance area. Everything is still pushing up. So this may have just been a deeper pullback to continue up. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not going to try and chance anything right into this resistance area. I'm happy for you, dude. I am. That you're going to be able to take this time and to trade full time. Yeah, I'm going to have to see something like some divergence on the 610. I'd even like to see something proving to me that the 1597 is going to push back below the zero line before I can take a short here now. It's at the area. It's where I've been looking for it to go. It went touched my little box to a T that I drew on there. You can see it's touching that top EMA on the 4181, or the bigger EMA, which is the small on the 10946. But if you look at the 10946 MACDs and EMAs, everything's in tune. So it may even give a deeper pullback. Man, I was going to say up towards the zero line on the 10946. But by then, I would really be anticipating it to change. It's a tough one. And it's moving so slow, it doesn't give a lot. It's just not beautiful. They don't have to be, but just kind of watching it going. It's pulled up to the resistance area. It's gotten back above the zero line on the 1597. The direction is still to the downside on all your bigger, well, on your 1597 and the 4181. On the 10946, it's technically still to the upside. You've had one bar pull away on the 10946 from that EMA, and that was, you know, a day and a half ago, overnight. Maybe a little bit of a wedge to the sides. I don't know. I'm no fortune teller. I can't tell the future. I just know it looks like shit right now. I've been waiting for this to pull up to this area. We still have a lot of strength up on our lower or higher tick charts. So I need to be cautious as this pulls back, what it's going to do. I feel like I've been waiting for this forever. Now I'm going to pull this risk in a tick. Got a really good entry point. Crossover here is, well, it's bothering me a little bit, but there's so much in favor of this pushing down just at this exact moment. Maybe not all the way down here. I'm gonna go with that high because I'm using this last high as a shoulder if it pushes down. Breaking that bottom Bollinger Band. Now this is going against what the 610 is telling us for the direction. Right? But it's not going against what these two are telling us for the direction. Maybe for the strength at the moment, but we've got the slowdown, we've got the look that we're looking for to take the trade. want to move it to a break even, which will be 2 ticks above here, but it's a little too soon to do it. When it starts slowing down like this, it'll make you second guess everything you do. So you can see as it slowed down, I've pulled in my wrist just a little bit more, to the point where I've actually moved it prior to when it should be moved. The wrist should really still be up in this area. But because of the slow moving nature of this market and the areas that could really give us a bounce on the smaller tick charts, I'm being a little more cautious. This gave a giant move down, a fairly weak retracement up, and now it's at that decision point. Are we going to continue pushing back down after this big move, or are we going to continue pushing up after everything that has happened back here? This has a good chance to push up still, but I think it's going to give us a good little push down before it does. Like I said, I don't know that if it's going to go all the way down here. I just like to think big for my second target, especially if we're at a break even. Let that puppy run a bit. I could have done that for my long here, but hey, it is what it is. Pull right back into that support area. I'm going to go ahead and take my first target out. And I can feel there's just something today where I'm really second guessing my decisions. So I'll just leave this one at a break even. Still a lot of strength down.
Trading in between the EMAs and 1597. Getting too much oscillating on the price there, so I'll wait and see if there's a second opportunity. Otherwise, I'm gonna go get me a haircut, man, and a nice little neck massage from the barbershop. Trade of life. Trade of life.
I took the short from, I entered at 61. I've taken 1 point out of it as it's pulled down into the 610 EMAs. And I just have it a break even. And I have a support, or I have a target way down at 56. Do I think it's going to go all the way down there? I'm not sure. But it may stop around 57.75. What is that? Yeah, I think that's 57.75 is the 23%, 38% is 56, 50% is 53 of this original move. So I'm just watching it and seeing what it's going to do. I don't know that I anticipated to go all the way down there, but I like to have high hopes, you know. I'm going to move my risk in just a little bit more probably in a moment. Now what I can see happening is pulling down, pulling back into the area and pushing down. So I'm just watching this and really moving things accordingly. Got a zero line in effect. I don't have a huge move in my MACD here. So I want you to see something really quick. Where it's at right now could be a very easy spot to pull back. EMAs are still open. I'm going to go ahead and take this exit. It could still push down from here, definitely. Pull back in, push down. So I saw a reason for a short here, but it's getting in right where I got out, and I got out for a reason. The only reason I would get in now is being upset that I got out too early in my other one.
Ciao, ciao, yeah. Oh, and you know what? I love the way we were commentating on the market today, minute by minute, reading it exactly the same way. It gives me so much confidence in what I'm doing. It's testament to responsible day trading. So,
sweet.
Thank you for that. Yeah, on the same page, that's just awesome. Alright, so take care. Catch you later.
Alright guys, it's noon o'clock for me. It's 12 o'clock for me. there's going to be a lot of this video that is in fast motion. I'll probably cut out some. I was discussing a lot of stuff with a student, and we were talking about everything that was happening here, and we were talking very candidly, which means a lot of cussing and talking about things that are inappropriate for my videos. So if you want to know what we talked about, then you're going to have to get on the line with me. I hope everybody has a fabulous day. This may just keep on pushing. I got things to push on to myself. So I look forward to seeing some charts come through and to what you've done today. So have a fabulous day, everyone, and I'll catch you on the profitable side.